Hey guys, this is Val. So in this video I'm going to do a review of Sci-Fi Panorama Room by Ako, or Ako. Sorry if I mispronounced that. So this prop comes in two versions. One is for NVIDIA Array and the other is for 3D Light. So I'm going to do is I've just bought it, so I'm going to load it into DAZ Studio. I'm going to see how it performs, how it looks like, how it feels. It's a smaller prop. Pretty much a circular panoramic room, right? So let me see once installed, right? So we're gonna just find it here in the content library, and you go to DAZ library, environments, architecture, ACO, Sci-Fi Panorama, and there's two versions. One is for 3D Light, and you got a preload with the shutters open, and you got a preload with the shutters closed, right? The same thing for Array. You got it open and closed. Now each version also has additional materials here. So I'm going to start with Array, and once clicked here you can choose materials, and it has two options for the floor, which is default and lit. Alright, these two. Then you can also preload two backdrops. One is the sky of Earth, and the other is Mars. So let's just head here and load the shutters open, right, version. And as soon as you load it, you notice that once moving the camera, it's quite a repetitive prop. But I mean, right now it's on sale for $5. I think there's a lot of value in it because it looks quite good, right? If you move it, let's choose smooth shaded, and just maybe it survives with texture as well. Let me see if I can just walk around the prop. It has great shapes. I love this type of geometry. It's kind of 60s style, those lovely shapes. However, when you get a little bit too close, let me switch to hidden line. See what I mean? It has great geometry down here, and overall it looks really nice because it has very simple lines, right? But when you get close to the seats here, there is a little bit too low polygon count to survive this. You can see that it's a little bit too low. So I would have a little bit larger polygon count, at least where the seat is placed here. It's not a big deal if you do a little bit distant shots, but if you get really close, right, you can feel that they're a little bit blocky looking, right? And this translates to when you render as well. So if I just switch to NVIDIA now, preview, it's gonna show how it looks like. So what I'm gonna do is, while it's initiating here, I'm gonna just quickly load the I want to just load the Array Mars, and I'm going to stick with default floor. And what I'm going to do is expand the sunlight and let it shine. It's kind of modest, the sunlight, right? So right now we're going to see the lights in here because I'm just previewing here what's in the scene, right, using this NVIDIA preview here. So we'll kind of show the lights as well in here. The Mars background looks pretty nice. What I've noticed is that it's really slow at rendering in Array. I've got a really fast graphics card. I've got a GeForce GTX 1080, so it's really fast. But for some reason, with the default render settings, if I go to render settings, here, these are the default settings, right? It goes really slow, so it takes a while for the noise to disappear. which is, you know, a pity, because it's kind of a, you know, low polygon scene. It should render really fast, but for some reason it doesn't. It takes a really long time to initiate. There's a lot of lights in here, and might be something with the lights or just the way the surfaces are set. But let me just increase the intensity of the sunlight. Let's see what happens. So start noticing that nice effect on the ground, right? It's a little bit. Let me just try crank it up. There we go. Now, I like the shapes, like I said, but if you go a little bit too close to the chair, you can kind of feel that the low poly is an issue. You sense it along the edge here, right? So it only kind of works for normal, you know, distant shots like this. If you picture, if you frame the chair like this, it shouldn't be an issue, right? I mean, the overall look and feel for that price is awesome. By the way, you got this holographic Earth or planet here inside, which is nice. Looks really cool. Alright, like I said, it takes a while to render. There is a lot of transparency maps or lights or something. It just takes a while to render. So it has the additional background, right? So let's go ahead and choose that. It has the Earth. So the Earth looks like this. Nice. Alright. Then you've got the floor, and you cannot just click it. It will just, you know, not work, right? So you've got to find the floor here, which isn't a prop on its own. You got to click on the room node here, then click on the floor lit. And that will change the floor to a more like a line outline, like a neon line following the floor. Really nice. That maybe works better without, you know, the having the shadows down, right? Alright, so I'm gonna just click on default. Perfect. So what I'm gonna do is, you know, we can also just do a quick test on that version with shadows on, right? So shutter, preload that. Because they are now closed, we don't need any background. We don't need the Earth or Mars. And when you load this shadow version, the floor neons are automatically on. And again, it takes a long time to update. Really long time. And for this, you know, size, it shouldn't, you know, it shouldn't take that long. However, I just love the shapes. So great geometry. Love the prop. Alright, so let me remove that, and let's load the array, sorry, the 3D light version. So panorama room preload. Alright, now I'm going to switch over to 3D light. Alright, just default settings. So this is the 3D light version, and let's just zoom out a little bit and just do a quick test render. See what settings we have here. Let me just lower that. Let's just hit render. So it's going to optimize the images, which are in this case 37. I've, you know, tested worse. There are props that have like 200-300 images to optimize. Alright, let me pause where this is kicking in. Alright, now it kicks in. Renders really fast. Compared to iRay, renders really fast. Let's see how it looks. Takes another pass here for, you know, fixing a progressive render on. It's kind of half down, right? But, you know, for being 3D light, I think it looks really good. Obviously, the iRay is gonna look better. It just has that natural light, you know, effect to it. But it looks really good for a 3D light, you know, version. And besides, it renders really fast. So you've got this render in under 1 minute, at least on this machine. That's awesome. Looks great. Super good quality. Let me just see if I had a too big quality setting here, because I was testing with shading rate. There we go. Shading rate 1. Okay, good. So it renders really fast and looks very decent in 3D light. So guys, the verdict is very good looking prop. Love the shapes. Great looking geometry. A little bit low res on the sheets. Renders really quick in 3D light. Looks good. Looks better in iRay, but takes a much longer time to render. For this particular size and the shapes, the simple geometry, it shouldn't take that long to render in iRay, but it does. Awesome guys, thanks for watching. As always, if you want to get this prop, click the link below and I'll see you next time.